The LTK Distinguished Service Award was established in 1973 to honor one of the floral industry's finest leaders, Leland T. Kinsel. As the sales manager for Denver Wholesale Florist, Lee was well known for his knowledge of the floral industry and for the energy and enthusiasm displayed toward his lifelong career. A tireless advocate for the floral industry, Lee supported WFSA in many capacities, including 3 terms as president from 1963 to 1966. During his tenure, Lee did a great deal to advance the association, as well as the entire wholesale floral industry. It is in that spirit that we celebrate today. These 4 words are the cornerstones of the LTK Distinguished Service Award. Each recipient was chosen because they displayed these characteristics in a way that set them apart from their contemporaries. Those honored by this prestigious award have their names etched into a sterling silver perpetual tray that is displayed prominently at WFSA headquarters in Annapolis, Maryland.
My dad sat cross-legged in an oversized pink and yellow plastic dollhouse with green shutters amidst a large collection of miniature stuffed animals, recalls Buddy's son, Bill. My daughter, Meredith, then age 1, giggled and peered through the open door. "What are you doing in there?" I asked him. "Keeping my customer happy," he replied. What a perfect example of my father's attention to customer satisfaction, a focus that has guided his remarkably successful career in the floral industry, which has spanned more than 55 years and provided many with employment and countless opportunities in the industry. Alan H. Jacobson was born November 12, 1931, in Somerville, Massachusetts, to parents Edward and Ethel Jacobson. The youngest of their 3 children, he was affectionately nicknamed Buddy. He graduated from Boston English High School in 1949. On his yearbook page, Buddy prophetically listed his ambition as successful businessman. Even then, Buddy was an entrepreneur. Fueled by his passion for cars, he rented a parking lot and provided a valet service. No matter what form his career would take, Buddy knew he first needed to immerse himself in the philosophy of business. He chose to study at Boston University, where he majored in business administration. Ever the leader, Buddy was elected president of his fraternity. He made many lasting friends and also met a special pre-med student named Barbara Miller, who became more than just a friend. After earning his degree in marketing in the spring of 1953, Buddy was drafted into the Army. He completed basic training and married Barbara 2 weeks later on a Sunday, which just happened to fall on February 14th. They moved to Fort Bragg in Fayetteville, North Carolina, to begin his stint in the military. Down south, Barbara worked at a local radio station, writing and broadcasting commercials. A Cocker Spaniel named Lucky found his way into their hearts and remained an integral part of the family for 17 years. Many other dear friends were made during these 2 years. If Buddy had any doubts about where his career would take him next, his father didn't. The day of Buddy's discharge in December 1955, Edward called him and announced that he was expected at work in the family business the following Monday. The die was cast. Buddy dutifully returned with Barbara and Lucky to Boston and took his place alongside his brother Murray and his father. Edward started the business in 1943, selling ribbon out of the trunk of his '36 Chevy. He would drive from Boston to New York, buy large bolts of ribbon, then spend days traveling to flower shops throughout New England to sell the ribbon in smaller rolls. When the ribbon inventory grew too large for the warehouse, then located in Buddy's childhood bedroom, Edward opened the Edward Jacobson Company in the heart of the Boston Flower Market on Tremont Street. Buddy dug right in developing the business, traveling to retail flower shops throughout New England and selling floral supplies. But that wasn't his sole focus. Blessed with a tireless entrepreneurial spirit, he keenly watched the rapidly growing floral sales in supermarkets. It wasn't long before he landed his first supermarket account in 1959. More than 50 years later, he is still involved with servicing this customer. Thanks to Buddy's vision, Jacobson is proud to count servicing supermarkets among its core competencies today. Within a decade, Buddy, with his trademark innovative business acumen, grew Jacobson Floral and moved the company to a then state-of-the-art facility next to the Boston Flower Exchange, where he and a beloved team of more than 50 employees work today. The family also grew. Barbara and Buddy welcomed sons Bill in 1957 and Donald in 1960. Buddy's goal of total customer satisfaction was relentless. The floral supply industry was very barren back then, explains son Bill. There were primarily warehouses that were difficult for customers to navigate. But Dad believed customers should be able to touch and feel the product. He wanted foot traffic within the store, which was not the norm. This idea transformed Jacobson into a walk-in facility, and the first of its kind to introduce shopping carts, 3 to be exact. Soon customers were wheeling around and perusing aisles with shopping carts stacked high with ribbons, baskets, and silk flowers. Today, Jacobson's needs more than 100 carts for customers during promotions in the holiday selling season. Devastation hit in 1968 when a fire completely destroyed the Tremont Street facility. Out of the ashes rose Buddy's cutting-edge vision for a shop designed specifically for his customers and organized like a user-friendly department store. The new, then state-of-the-art facility opened in 1970, strategically centered on Albany Street, next to the Boston Flower Exchange. Constantly in tune with his patrons' needs, Buddy set out to remedy their inability to find certain desired products, which in some cases didn't exist on the American market. In 1975, he made his first buying trip to Asia, where he sourced and returned home with unique, trend-forward products. This was another success, and in 1991, the Holiday Designs brand was launched. Holiday Designs is the import arm of Jacobson. Success of others in the industry has always been vitally important to Buddy. He always remembered the fact that his father was able to buy his first $500 worth of ribbon on credit. Buddy wanted to mirror that grace and return the favor to his customers. Knowing that smaller, local wholesalers didn't have his buying power, Buddy invited his competitors to order from him the same unique products that he could access. This practice continues to this day, and is one of the reasons Buddy is so well respected by his peers in the industry. 1986 proved to be a bittersweet year for Buddy. His father, then company president, passed away, and his brother retired, leaving Buddy to take the helm. Demonstrating that he was born for challenge, it was during this time that Buddy accomplished some of his best work. Barbara lent her organizational talents and managed the company's benefits package. The family grew again over the next few years with the additions of daughter-in-laws Joyce and Karen, and grandchildren Meredith, Benjamin, Samantha, and Jessica. Buddy's service to WF and FSA, which dates back to the beginning of trade fair, has been tireless. When he first joined the organization, it was marked by transition and turmoil, and Buddy was integral in uniting its membership, especially during his tenure as president. Jacobson remains deeply committed to WF and FSA because of Buddy's example. His involvement in the floral industry, on both a national and local level, includes support of the following: the American Institute of Floral Designers, the Society of American Florists, Teleflora sponsored design shows, Boston's annual Say It With Flowers event, which raises thousands of dollars for ALS research, the Connecticut Floral Association, the New England Floral Expo, and the Massachusetts Flower Growers Association. Jacobson, now the largest hard goods-only wholesale supplier in the Northeast and among the nation's largest, became a third-generation family business when son Bill joined the company in 1987. Buddy had the company growing at such a rate that we were splitting at the seams, recalls Bill. One of my goals was to build a management team that would take this company into the 21st century and continue the success. Buddy has never let his passion for his work or the Red Sox supersede his dedication as husband, father, father-in-law, and grandfather to 4. When not at the store, you would find him cheering his grandchildren on at many activities. Today, he continues to extend this enthusiasm, not only for his family, but also for the many students he has mentored through the alumni program at Boston University School of Management. He also shares civic pride and is quite involved with the Weston Council on Aging. His passion for cars has certainly been nurtured and passed through the generations, and now he shares this special interest with his grandson. When it is really time to relax and enjoy his family, you'll find him during his annual summer vacation in New Hampshire on Lake Winnipesaukee. Perhaps his most significant blessing is the assurance that the family business will continue. Reflects Bill, I've had the fortune to work with someone who demonstrates and exemplifies integrity, intuitiveness, and professionalism, and just happens to be an important role model. My dad.